Today, we're diving into a big question that's on everyone's mind. When is the budget, and what might be in it? Chancellor Rachel Reeves is set to deliver Labour's very first budget on Wednesday, October 30th. Earlier in September, she hinted that this budget is going to involve some difficult decisions when it comes to taxes, spending and benefits. But fast forward to the Labour Party conference, and her tone was way more optimistic about the future of the UK economy. So what exactly does all of this mean? And what can we expect? If you're wondering, each year the Chancellor of the Exchequer, basically the government's top finance person, presents the budget to MPs in the House of Commons. This speech lays out the government's plans for raising or lowering taxes and how much they plan to spend on key public services like healthcare, schools and the police. Earlier this year, then Conservative Chancellor Jeremy Hunt delivered his budget before the general election. But now, with Labour in charge, it's Rachel Reeves's turn to set out her priorities for the country. Mark your calendars for Wednesday, October 30th. The budget speech usually kicks off around 12:30 p.m. UK time and lasts about an hour. Stick around after the speech because Conservative Party leader Rishi Sunak will have a lot to say in response. Once Reeves wraps up, the Treasury, the department in charge of the UK's economy and public spending, releases a report detailing the measures announced and how much they'll cost. Alongside that, the Office for Budget Responsibility, or OBR for short, provides an independent review of the UK's economic health. Following the speech, MPs will spend a few days debating the budget before voting on the proposals. After approval, the government introduces a finance bill, which turns the budget announcements into law. How is the UK economy doing right now? Reeves has been clear. Boosting the economy is priority number one. A stronger economy means more jobs, better pay and higher tax revenues. Sounds good, right? But it's been a rollercoaster year for the UK. After a brief recession at the end of 2023, the economy bounced back strongly in the first half of 2024, recording the fastest growth among the G7 countries. However, things have slowed down since June. Reeves has pointed to the worst set of circumstances since World War II, when talking about the state of government finances, including a £22 billion budget gap, something the Conservatives deny. So it looks like some tax hikes may be on the horizon to cover that shortfall. What might be in the budget? Labour made some big promises during the election, including no new taxes on working people and no increases to VAT, income tax or national insurance. But Reeves has already warned of tough choices. So what could be on the table? Let's take a look at some of the possibilities. Capital gains tax, CGT. This tax is charged on the profit made from selling assets like second homes or investments. We could see changes here. Inheritance tax, IHT, currently set at 40% on estates over £325,000. This is another area where we might see some shifts. Fuel duty. After being frozen for over a decade and even cut during the fuel price surge of 2022, fuel duty could increase. Pension tax relief. The government might consider tweaking tax relief on pensions, potentially making it less generous for higher earners. Non-dom tax status. Labour has suggested tightening up rules on non-doms, people who live in the UK but don't pay tax on overseas income. National insurance for employers. Speculation is swirling that employer contributions to national insurance could rise, though Labour has vowed not to increase taxes on working people. Already announced changes include winter fuel payments will be limited to those on pension credit or other means-tested benefits. The state pension is set to rise by 4% in April 2025. Private schools will face new VAT charges starting in January, along with losing their business rates relief. The energy windfall tax is also going up to 38% from November 1st, targeting oil and gas companies' profits. So, with all that in mind, we can expect a budget filled with tough choices and big impacts. But the ultimate goal, according to Reeves, is to grow the UK economy and put it on a more sustainable path. That's all for now. What are your thoughts on the upcoming budget? Drop your predictions in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe for more updates.